Hey K babies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another client slay, and the category is no makeup look. Yes, so this is how it turned out. I hope you all like it, but we're gonna get straight into the video, okay? So I started off by wiping her face with micellar water, and this is just to get any oils or excess oil off her face. I did do her brows off camera, and I concealed her lids with just concealer because again, this is a no makeup look, so we're not adding any eyeshadow today. So I'm using two Maybelline Fit Me foundations. All the products will be listed down in the description box, and I am just using dots to apply it all over her face. I didn't really put it in any order. I just used both foundations and just took turns putting dots all over her face with it. And now I'm going in with my foundation brush, and I am just patting the foundation into her skin. Again, everybody knows who watches my channel that I do not use the swipe method. I use the pat method. I pat all the product into the client's skin all the time. Alright, so now I'm taking my damn beauty blender and I'm just tapping around her face, and this is just to make sure everything is smoothed out. Not smooth it, smooth, make sure everything is smooth. And again, I'm just patting it all, using the beauty blender all over her face. So now it's time for concealer. I'm using the shade Deep in my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I am applying this under her eye and on the side of her nose. And I'm going to stretch it out to where the end of her brow is. I'm also going to apply some concealer on her chin, her cupid's bow, and on her forehead and nose. Now I'm going in with some more Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Tan Sand. And I'm applying this under her eye, right on top of where I just applied Deep. But I'm not applying this color, this shade on her chin or her cupid's bow. Only on her forehead, under her eyes, and her nose. And now I'm just blending it into her skin. Again, I'm using the patting method, and I start from the outside of the concealer. So I don't start directly under her eye. I start right where the concealer stopped, at the bottom. Now it's time for contour. So I'm going to start by contouring her nose. And as usual, I go from the brow and go down the sides of her nose. Don't worry about messing up the brows, because I promise, guys, you will not mess up the brows. Go right from the brow and bring it down to the side of the client's nose. And I promise it works every time. It just gives you that more natural effect. So again, I'm starting from the brow and sliding all the way down. And I go over it a couple times just to make sure you can see the contour, okay? You gotta see the nose contour, like it gotta be snatched, period. So now I'm just taking some more foundation with that same angled small brush, and I'm just applying foundation on her forehead and on her chin. And I'm going to actually use the foundation stick itself to apply it on her cheeks. And again, you all the products that I used in this video will be listed below. And I'm really trying to work on not being so in the camera, guys. Like, I always find myself getting in the camera. I'm gonna get better at this, I promise. Okay, so now it's time to blend out the contour. So I'm using a fluffy angled brush to blend out the contour, starting with her forehead. Then I'm gonna blend her chin, well, her cheeks, and then her chin. And as you see, I'm using the patting method again to blend out the contour. For blending the nose, I'm using a smaller round brush. It's not angled, it's round. And I'm basically just tapping the contour into her nose, but bringing it down the side. Now it's time to set. I don't say bake because I don't sit and let it bake. I literally just set it. So I'm using very light amount of Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And I'm applying it under her eyes. I'm going to apply it on her forehead, her chin, and her cupid's bow. But I'm applying a light coat. And right after I set all the places, I'm just going to go straight into blending it into her skin. So now I'm tapping it into the skin and I'm just going to blend it out. And you want to make sure you don't use a lot, because if you use a lot, it's just going to look too ashy looking. So you definitely want to just use a light amount. So when you get to patting it into the skin like this, it just seeps through the skin. It just looks like it's just matte. Now I'm using the tip of my beauty blender, and I dip that in my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm just going to put it on her nose, and I'm going to let that sit. Now I do bake the nose, but again, that's because you want the nose to be snatched. And I went back in with that angled brush and went over my contour lines because I got a little bit of the powder on the contour lines, and you don't want that. So I'm pretty much just dusting it away so the setting powder is directly in the middle of her nose. So now I am setting the contour. I'm using a fluffy brush, and I'm using my MAC contour palette. It's the medium to dark palette, and I am just contouring her face, basically her forehead and her cheeks. So I'm basically kind of going like a U from the cheeks to the forehead. You want to gently apply it. You want to use a little bit at a time so you don't overdo the contour. And now applying some on her chin as well. So this part, guys, I'm super excited. So this is now a new step that I add into my makeup look. And basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the Maybelline pressed powder and I am applying this under her eyes. Again, all the shades will be listed down in the description box. But I'm applying the lighter shade under her eye. That's it. And I'm pressing it into her skin. And this is just like the finishing touch. It just gives it a skin finish. And I'm just using a small brush to apply this into the skin. And now I'm using a fluffy brush and I'm going in with the darker shade and applying it all over her face in the areas I didn't apply the lighter pressed powder. So basically everywhere around her face but under her eyes and her nose. So the darker pressed powder goes around the face and on the nose. The lighter pressed powder goes under the eyes. And I'm just going in with another brush and dusting off the nose a little more because I was getting rid of the setting powder as I was doing putting on the pressed powder. So this was my fave step of 2020, and that was contouring, not contouring, but I guess you could say contouring the contour, you know, making it pop, because I didn't put any concealer down here where I'm placing the setting powder, but I still recommend you putting setting powder down there because it really makes your contour stand out. And again, I don't let it sit. I just literally put a line, and how I apply my line to where it doesn't look uneven on each side, I go from the earlobe. So I go from the earlobe and make a straight line. And I'm just going back in with the foundation brush after it just to blend it in more because I don't want it to look ashy or look like it's too much. So I went in with my foundation brush and just went around it. I didn't put anything on my foundation brush. I literally just took my foundation brush and went on top of the setting powder under the contour. So I am applying mascara on her bottom lashes. I already applied her lashes, which is from my lash collection, Karen Michelle Lashes, and it's in the style Jewel. She did all this crazy stuff, y'all, so I went ahead and put it in the video so you all could really get a look at the lashes. They're short, but they're so natural and pretty. And it's in the style Jewel. Now for her lips, I am going in with my fave lip combo, guys. I have a whole video on this natural lip and how it looks matte, how it looks with gloss. It's the best lip for any skin tone, dark, light, any race, any skin tone. This is the perfect lip. So I cannot talk today. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to put all the products in the description box, you guys. I'm sorry I keep saying that. I just want to remind you it's going to be down there for you. And that's what I'm putting on her lips. I use the lip gloss for the liner, and I'm using a matte lip gloss for the inside as well. And it looks crazy at first. It be looking like it's too much, but once it get blended in, it's like the perfect combo. So now I'm just taking a regular blending brush, and I'm just tapping it into her lips. I always recommend blending it for the client first and then asking them to pop their lips or blend it together themselves with their lips. I'm adding a little more of the liner because I feel like it got lost behind the gloss. And I did apply eyeliner on her eyelids as well, but just not a wing or anything, just enough to where I can put the lashes on top of, pretty much. But I didn't create a wing because, again, this is a no makeup look, so no need to be dramatic. Now I'm taking a flathead brush, and I just use a little concealer to clean up the lips because I went a little outside her line. Now I am taking a clear gloss and going on top of the lip gloss. This is a regular lip gloss from the beauty supply, and I'm going on top of the lip with the lip gloss and just tapping that into her lips. And guys, this is literally it. This is my no makeup look. No highlighter, no blush, no wing liner, none of the dramatic stuff. Just calm, simple, and sweet, okay? And it looked matte. It's so pretty. It's so finishing. She was built for this, period. She a whole model out here. But yes, guys, if y'all like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, peace.